So for today's topic, we are going to tackle about semiotics as icon, index, symptom, signal, and symbol. But before that, let us first talk what is semiotic. The term semiotics or semiology is defined by Ferdinand Saussure as the science of science, as the study of the life of science within social life. More especially is a branch of the study of culture that explores science and science system as a mode of communication and how the meaning of sign and symbols are encoded or decoded. Now, let's move on to the icon, index, symptom, signal, and the symbol. What is icon? Icons are used as the means of communication, important information. So there are four characteristics of an icons. First is the clarity. Icons should be understandable to the users in a single chance. They should be designed or drawn clearly and relative to the contrast of an object you are trying to represent. For example, the icon of an airplane for putting the phone into a flight mode can be easily understood by the user. Second characteristic is the consistency. The style, the color, the scheme you choose to design the icons should be consistent throughout the interface. It should be seriate with the other element of the interface. Last but not the least, choose a consistent style across the interface. The third characteristic is the scalability. The icons you design should be scalable for smaller to larger scale. Designer face this issue while designing from the larger space. The last one is the color scheme. Color scheme you choose for your icons are essential as well. Every color you chose, it should have meaning attached to it. Correctly chose color is a must, and it is very helpful. Next in line is the index. Index is a list of data such as group of files or database interests and an alphabetical list at the end of the book. Index often include information about each item in the list such as database or keywords that allows the data to be searched by the index instead of reading through each file individually.
Signal. Consider words and phrases that indicates relationship between ideas. Example of signal: addition, and, as well as, additionally, along with, also, in addition, plus. Comparison: similarly, likewise, in the same way, as well, to, in common. Contrast: but, although, however, in contrast, instead, except, on the contrary. Time: currently, while, as, now, at first, later, next. Example: for example, for instance, such as, specifically, primarily, in fact. Summary: in brief, in short, to sum up, in the end, eventually, before long, ultimately. Symbol is a mark, sign, or word that indicates, signifies, or is understood as representing an object or relationship. Example: a red octagon is a common symbol for stop. On maps, blue lines often represent rivers, and a red rose often symbolizes love and compassion. Sign language are language that use the visual manual to convey meaning. Example: just like how we see English word as the arrangement of letters, There are 5 basic sign language elements that make up each sign. The 5 elements are hand shape, movement, palm orientation, location, and facial expression.
And I guess that brings us to the end of our discussion. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've learned something from what you have discussed and what you have learned from us. So once again, thank you so much, and God bless everyone.